Hello, this is Shanna. Welcome to Redefining Chair Yoga. So today I'm going to show you how to use the chair to find extension in the spine and also to find a stretch in the hamstrings. Sometimes if there are things going on with the hip, if the sacrum, the flexibility around the sacrum and around the lower back feels kind of like there's not a lot of motion there, that there's not a lot of movement, if there feels like there's a lot of pain in the low back, and also if there is arthritis in the sacrum, basically issues that or things going on in your body where forward folding doesn't really feel that amazing. This technique is really going to help, and you can use it for all the floor work. Okay, so you're going to have your chair in front of you on your mat. This is good for any style of yoga, but I really love it for Ashtanga yoga because there's a lot of floor work, and this technique can be used on a lot of the floor postures. And I'll also show you a technique for your lift up here as well. So a lot of times what happens is if you're having a lot of sensation in the low back or a lot of sensation in the hamstrings, when we do our floor work, it's essentially, like this, right? You reach, you grab your toes and you stay up and you're like this, right? And you're like this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is great. But sometimes what happens is you don't really feel much, right? You don't really feel much. And so this technique that I'm about to teach you will help you to feel extension in your spine still, and also still feel your hamstring as you go back and forth between these poses. So the chair is in front of you. It is at the back of your mat so that your body can be in front of the chair and you have enough space for your body to be here. All right. So what we're going to do is we'll start with Paschimottanasana, right? Which is one of the first ones we do. There's Dandasana, but stick with me. All right. So from here, Paschimottanasana, and this works for basically all of the floor work, right? So you're going to put your feet on the legs of the chair, right? This is going to provide a little bit of tension, a little bit of resistance. So already I feel more here than I was feeling before with my feet up against the chair, okay? And then from here, the hands reach and grab the seat of the chair. All right, reach and grab the seat of the chair. And yes, this may not work for all proportions, but I'm offering it if it will work for your proportions. So you reach and grab the seat of the chair, and then you give a little tug, right? A little tug. So I'll stop tugging so you see the difference. And then I'm gonna grab the seat of the chair, the sides of the chair, and give it a little tug. My navel comes in and I feel my spine activate, and I also feel my legs come on. So I'm pushing into the chair with the feet, giving a little tug to the back of the chair. My spine grew long. I'm coming out of that low back. I'm no longer dumping into the low back. Navel is in, and now I actually feel the backs of my legs all the way up to the backs of my legs, where before I was not feeling anything in the backs of my legs. So from being here, actively participating in class, still very good, to pushing the feet against something, grabbing the chair, lengthening through the spine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you can, stay there the whole time holding, or you can, let go and switch, right? You know, so there would be another hand position, but you could just let go and then go back into where you were. And you may also find that you can fold forward a little bit more. And so just to show this, if you want it to fold forward a little bit more, you can grab the bottoms of the chair, right? This is also very good for if you're practicing at home and you don't really have someone to push down on your back. If you enjoy that type of assist, this will help. All right, so done our Paschimottanasana. Say you're in an Ashtanga class, then what you could do here is simply, and I'm gonna come forward a little bit, pull the knees into the chest, lean back, navel in. So I like the chair because I challenge myself to come to boat and bring the legs up and over the chair. Bring the feet back in, pull the knees in, engaging the core. Then you can take the hands back and just lift your heart. All right, and then come back down. So you can use this for all the poses. So let me just show you, a few more poses so that you get the idea. So we have, Janu Shirshasana. Bend one knee, place one foot right up against that chair. Grab the back of the chair and same thing. I'm pushing my left foot into the chair so that I feel the extension on the back of the leg. I feel sensation on the back of the leg. I'm gently pulling on the chair so that I'm extending through the spine, lifting up. Spine is nice and long, and I am feeling sensation as opposed to doing my Janu like this, where I don't feel much at all, right? And if I'm trying to protect my hamstring or my sacrum, right, in order to feel something, I'd have to start doing this type of thing, and that flexion can be too much for the low back, can be too much for the hamstrings. So just go here, put that foot there, bring it in, right? Let's look at some other poses. Triangmukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana, right? When you take one leg back into a half hero position. Same thing. Putting the other foot on the chair, grab the outside of the chair, and again, push into it with the right foot, extend through the spine. Feel so much sensation here. What's another? Let's look at Marichyasana, all right? Same thing. One foot on the chair, bending the knee with the other, bending the knee, other knee, grabbing and reaching. Feeling sensation. Okay, so this works really great for any pose where you have one or two legs that are extended. I will show like something you can do if you don't have your legs extended. It requires a little bit more movement. You could always turn around and put the back up against the chair, right? So let's do Baddha Konasana, right? I don't have two extended legs, all right? Bringing the feet together. And from here, sitting up nice and tall. This is best with the chair up against a wall, but for this, I'm not gonna do it. And this makes it so that I don't dump into my back. Just having that feeling of that chair there in between my shoulder blades makes it so that I don't dump into my back. And I can still find some extension. I can take the hands behind me, pushing the feet together while pushing into the bottom of the legs of the chair, right? And still feel some sensation this way without overdoing it, all right? So this is really good. Just do the same thing for your Dandasana, right? Sitting up tall, hands beside me. The chair is right there where my teacher's, hand or foot might have been at some other point. And it's got me sitting up nice and tall, not dumping, right? So I could be here for those types of postures, right? So play around with the chair to help you to find some sensation when forward folding does not really make sense, right? So give it a try. Bye now.